Do you see yourself as creative? How about this? If you don't think you are creative, somebody lied to you. We are naturally creative beings. If one thing doesn't work for you, I guarantee you something else will. The more you experiment and explore your curiosity, give yourself that allowance to practice, you will see how creative you really are. You know, when somebody makes fun of somebody singing, your singing is stupid. Why do you think they do that? Probably because somebody did the same to them, unconsciously reenacting the original wound, using their wounds as a whip to wound another, to make them feel small, so they feel tall, just as someone had done to them before. Pitiful way to live. It doesn't have to be that hard. Sometimes people say to me, I can't even draw a stick figure. You're talented. Let me get this straight. So what you're saying to me is, you tried to draw something long ago and somebody belittled you for it, and now every time you attempt to draw anything, you get upset because it doesn't turn out perfect? Give yourself a little allowance. Have the courage to begin imperfectly. Try and learn. Try and learn. Because if you don't try, you don't learn. But you will wonder why you never tried. And that takes so much effort, you might as well give it a try. Some things take many tries to get right. You're telling me. And it is in that striving that you find a kind of meaning that cannot be extracted from any book. It is unique to you. All my life, people have been saying, you gotta stay in the box. Hey, no, you gotta stay in the box. One day I realized, oh, I didn't know I was that tall, that I have to try so hard to stay in their tiny imaginary boxes. One day I was squishing everybody inside their tiny imaginary boxes they inherited from the previous generations. I thought, uh-oh, somebody needs to be a good example. So I stepped outside that box. They were still screaming, you gotta stay in the box. Turns out, they were not screaming at me. They were screaming at mirrors, writhing against the reflection of their own insecurity. They thought they were outside the box. They'll be all right one day, when they finally give themselves that allowance, the courage to begin imperfectly. Some things take many tries to get right. It is within our full authority to shake and shiver beneath that shallow imaginary ceiling that another had placed above us. But you don't have to. And I say, we were all made for more than that. We are naturally creative beings. But if you don't give yourself that allowance to try and try and try again, you'll never know how creative you really are.